I know they still going, but it's almost midnight. They got 2 songs left. Get into the little waiting room music, and hopefully in a minute or so they'll be done. Lord Jesus. Look, they've been on for 4 hours. Okay. They started on time. They was fully on time. However, this has been a 4 hour versus. Okay. I am tired. I have been ready to go since 10:45. They are still going right now. They had 4 songs left like 10 minutes ago. It's still 1 song left. Right now, the eyes are playing Who's That Lady? Okay, dude with the guitar is using his teeth right now. I'm like, look, I don't I could have swore I felt like this would be over by like 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:30 at the latest. But they have went full-fledged overtime, extra time, times 3. And I just want to go to bed. I have not watched Housewives of Atlanta. I have not watched Married to Medicine. I have not been able to pull up any gospel chats. My gospel chats coming on Tuesday. I have not been able to do anything because the verses the Isley brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire have been going on for 4 hours on a Sunday. I have work in the morning. Thank God I fluffed my hat. Okay. And yeah. Because, it's like I can't go anywhere this year, so I'm going my hat today. So, yes, it's a fedora. I had to take my ponytail down to wear it because I had my hair up. You see, the guitar band is back right now. Look, honey, this, I feel like old people playing this, and that's why we went over time. The first hour was boring. Oh, they finally ended it. Yes, Verzuz at least on Verzuz on Instagram has officially ended. Take my earpiece out. When I tell you I am not here for look, look, look. I'm trying to do something. I am all for, enjoying our legends. The Isley brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire are 100% legends in this game. Okay, 100% legends in this game. I want to forever and always honor them. But I don't want no 4-hour verses on a Sunday. On Easter Sunday. Okay, I had some ham and some macaroni and cheese. I had some greens. I had a little cornbread muffin. Had me a little Seagram's little drink little thing or whatnot. And I was like, I want to go to bed. Okay, I want to go to bed. Right, people have class and work in the mornings and reviews to do, like me. It would look. Let's first get into some. I pulled some pictures. Okay, to be sure, I had stuff to show y'all. We see Steve came out in his Easter suit. Okay, we see the Isleys on one side, Earth and Fire on the other. Okay, we see that Verdine had a good old sew-in weave, looking good. Okay, good and everything. Performing, Now let's make something clear. Okay, the first hour, in my opinion, was boring. Thank you, Kendra, for the super chat. Yes, Tyrese, forget that, man. They back on. They not back on live. Don't tell me that. They not back on live. Are they back on live? Are they back on? They are back. I don't know why. I don't. I want to give them the last song, but what y'all back on live for? Let me see. They're playing September, y'all. Okay. I'm done. Yeah. So that was the last song, in September. I get it. But look. I gotta work. Let me cut off this person because I keep doing that. But yeah, that was their last song. It was September. That's fine. But let me chill out. Back to the review. They started on time. Let's give them that. They started on time. However, I feel like the first hour went by really slow and boring. Like, I do feel like Steve talked too much. I feel like we had too many stories from Steve. I would have preferred if Steve would have allowed both groups to tell their own stories, but for him to be the storytelling about how he liked some girl and wrote her the lyrics to some song from one of the groups, I didn't care about any of that. I did not care. I felt like we didn't get enough stories from the artists on them and their history of the songs or whatever. I was like, I can't know for what, Steve. Don't do that, okay? But again, Steve was out here acting a plum fool. He put on Ronald Isley, who came out with the fur coat. Okay, and Steve eventually put the coat on to walk around in. I'm like, Steve, sit down somewhere, sir, please, thank you. Now, people kept saying they did not realize that the salt and pepper man sitting up there was Ryan Ivy. He's older now, so yes, he has a beard. That was Ryan Ivy all up and through, okay? Now, again, I do feel like Earth, Wind, and Fire were the first to get up and perform and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Ryan and his brother was just kind of sitting at first, chilling out. Again, that first hour was really, really slow. Okay, it was really slow. They then got up and were performing, having good times. They have good times there, whatever. That was fine. They then went ahead and took a whole break and came back. Look, they changed clothes. Okay, they all went and changed clothes for the second half. They went from 8 until around 10. Then took a 20-minute break, came back and changed clothes. Okay. Now, even though Verdine came out, honey, with the pearls, Okay, they still changed clothes too, from beginning to the end. Okay, the change of clothes around here. Did they just switch jackets? No, not really. But anyway, and they really sang a song together, all together. So yeah, those are the photos I have. Okay, do not forget to do what? Like the video, please and thank you. It is always appreciated. It's 130 of y'all in here and only 60 likes. So please like the video. Thank you very much. As Bonnie always say, do not stalk us. Okay, which means don't watch us and don't like it. Liking the video helps YouTube let people know to do what? Share us. Anyway, back to the thing. So again, Steve, in my opinion, was talking too much. Just too much talking, too much talking, too much talking. Yeah, we did the last time. I popped back on screen, y'all. So I can see your comments. Baby. Oh, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy. Hey, Mom. They did September last, which I was like, you could have did it early. But people, like, we were waiting on that song very much so. I also hope that Escape and SWV is not this long at all. Yes, Steve could have sat this one out. You know what? I didn't even mind him being there. I got my grapes to y'all. I got grapes. I usually have peaches. I have grapes tonight. Steve, I didn't mind Steve being there, but I wish he would have shut up more. Okay, and I see them comment and say, "Oh, people on social media talking about how much I talk, but people talk." Yes, but let Ryan and them, okay, let Earth, Wind, and Fire and them chit and chat. Okay, you was doing too much. You was not singing with the group. You was not shooting in the gym with them, Steve. Okay, you ain't a player. Okay, you a comedian and you a host too. I get that, but again, I would like to do much. Hey, thanks, Ash Tuck. I'm drunk as hell. I got my life from this low-key concert. Steve was annoying as a host, as he is always. I agree. He was annoying. He had his good... I didn't mind him being a fan and him being excited to be able to host this between these two legendary groups. Again, didn't mind that. Not at all. However, he talked too much. He took over too much. It was more his stories than their stories. Yeah, it should have started yesterday. Okay, yesterday evening would have been fine. It is a Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. Okay, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Isley brothers, they're gonna sleep really good in the car on the way home. Okay, they have been up all day, had to perform all day, did an outfit change after 2 hours, then went to they ended this thing at midnight. They started at 8 o'clock our time. Okay, that was 4 full hours. The reason I liked Verzuz because it was a cute, little 2 hour or so concert between two groups when you hear the music. And this was not that. This was a long, drawn out talk show between Steve, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the Isley brothers. That's how it felt to me. It had moments during the second half, like the last hour and a half, that was amazing. The music was going and going and going. It was going very fast. Thank you. I am a tripper. Yeah, it was moments of things going really, really fast. The second half of everything. However, the first half had me so tired. I was like, I don't want to go. I was saying, I don't want to go live. I want to go to bed. I am tired. I am sleepy. I have things to do. Because just too much was going on. Look, Ryan Isley, okay, with the suits, with the coat, with the cane, with the salt and pepper beard. He was singing I don't know if his wife, is he married? Whoever he was with, he was singing to someone in the crowd. And I was like, ooh. Ooh. It was a whole good vibe. Okay, he was giving out cat daddy vibes. Like, hey, Granddaddy. You say but he's of age. He's of age. But again, it was a lot going on with him and his vibes going on there. I was like, he's doing too much, but I like it. They did give a bit of Mr. Big. I really hope they did Contagious. And I'm like, if they don't do the skit, it's not fair. Okay, I need the skits of it all. What the hell is going on? I needed that. Baby, wait, let me. I needed that, but I knew they would not do all of that because again, copyright, but also because that man is in jail. Okay. And he, can't do that. But yeah, I do think it was a lot. Someone said this was the best versus I Am By because, this was, look, I don't want anyone to think, thank you. I don't want anyone to think that I did not like this versus. I loved it. Okay. Absolutely loved it. But it was too long. The way I explained it to the because me and him was talking back about it, and I'm like, this was like a long sex session with no orgasm at the end because it just kept going and going and going. And it had these great moments that made you feel really, really good, and then it was like, okay, we still going? We not done? You're not done? You're not done? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna keep going. And then that was it. Okay, I was like, let it be fine. I liked all the songs. I don't know how many songs they did. I kept trying to go back to the title to see the track list. It's a whole bunch of songs. It's not even numbers on it. But yeah, they did. Why no numbers? Why you got no numbers? How you have a whole track list for the titles with no numbers? How many songs was it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But love the one you're with. That's the way of the world. This old heart of mine. Let's groove. Hello, it's me. Keep your head to the sky. At your best, you are loved. Reasons. The reasons that we're here. Reasons. Harvest for the world. Got to get you into my life. Groove with you. Love's holiday. Seasons Breeze Part 1 and 2. Be ever wonderful. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Devotion live. Make me say it again, girl. Part 1 and Part 2. After the love is gone. Footsteps in the dark. Anyway, Shining Star. Twist and Shouts. Boogie Wonderland. Choosy Lover. On Your Face. On Your Face. Sounds sexy. On Your Face. Voyage to Atlantis. Brazilian Rhyme. Here we go again. Part 1 and 2. Sun Goddess. Work to Do. I got work to do. I'll write a song for you. Between the Sheets. Between the Sheets is like, you want to do some things with that song. Come on. That's a sex song. If anybody play that song for you, they want to do it to you. I'm gonna stop being extra. Serpentine Fire. Is it 17? I don't know. For the Love of You, Part 1 and Part 2. Free. Don't Say Goodnight. Can't Hide Love. Smooth Sailing Tonight. Fantasy Sensuality, Parts 1 and 2. Getaway. Right, the Power Part 1 and 2. Mighty, Contagious, and the Stone. Busted. Magic Mind. Shout, Part 1 and 2. Easy Lover. That Lady. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? And then, of course, September. So again, those were all the songs they did. I feel like there is no winner or loser in this battle, even though before it started, I said verbatim, I picked the Isley Brothers to win. But September does it for me, but also Between the Sheets does it for me. A lot of this is add this to my playlist. This was a very amazing, very great, very much so add playlist, great new playlist. Isley's and Earth, Wind, Fire. I'm sorry, y'all. Because if I don't do it now, I'll forget to do it later. Anyway, but again, there was no winner, but I did pick the Isley initially. Each song will play and now will get a different emotion. You dance around, have a good time. Look, my theme, I had planned to wear a whole gold jumpsuit, okay, to be in the fields of it all. However, I bought it. It's too big. It's too long. It was too much fabric, whatever. I'm like, no. So I changed. You know what? I want to be like in the 70s. The 70s, you're at home, you're smoking weed, you're having a good time, you're just kind of relaxing or whatever. So, brown lipstick, brown, you know what I'm saying? Earth tones, and a little fedora, okay? With a little ghost stripe. So I had a whole vibe, this whole thing. And while this is great for the culture, it also reminds me that when you have people do a versus, you should really, really want people who can do 40, not 40, who can do 20 plus songs without having to play a remix of a song, without having to have to play songs of them with other people. You want to have a group or two, sets of artists who can play at least 20 hits of their own. Thank y'all. The good. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Look, my season is, spring, fall. I look great in the spring and the fall. I have the best spring, fall clothes. So you know what I'm saying? I'm going to into the thing. Anyway, but thank y'all. This is something easy. Okay, this is something easy you can do. Okay, that's the big thing. But again, I just feel like I want them to be sure that they pick people who have not just hits but classics. That when you hear the song, it makes you go, oh, you know what I'm saying? And that's what this did. At least the second half. Again, the first half, I was not that happy with things. The first half, yeah, they are. You also, yes, thank you, Sean Morton. They were originators. You hearing their songs should let you know who people sampled from. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love. Even DJ D Nice, I appreciate him playing the sampled songs of these artists. Like the people who sample their songs, yeah, play them too. Because it reminds you, you think current artists are originators. It's like, no, they're remixing beats and flows and things from way back when Ron Isley, they had been out since like the 50s. The 50s, they were out when Steve Harvey was 2. Okay, he's 64. So the fact they have been out for 62-ish years and their songs still slap today, you know what I'm saying? Still today is a great thing to be had. It was a fun versus. Again, I did not enjoy the first hour or so. Like at least the first hour and a half, Steve got on my nerves all the time. I felt like the fact was that he was all in the camera. He everywhere you see Steve. It honey this up, okay, being around and stuff. Damn, you know what I'm saying? He was having a good time. I get it. You do not want someone there who is not going to enjoy themselves. I get that. However, I still feel as if he was doing team too much. Okay, team too much, and I gotta go away with that. Get out my face with that, Steve. But it's this is music. This is music. This is what we want Verzuz to be, just not for hours. Okay. And I get them saying they have been out for 60 or so. Like I think the Islands have been out for 60 or so years, and then Earth, when the Fire had been out for 50 something years. So I get they have 40 or 50 albums, and it's hard to trail that down to just 20 songs each. I think they said they was gonna do 25 songs each, which is 50. But again, I was like, but it has to be 4 hours. I think the reason it went that long was because you had all the talking from Steve, just talking and talking and talking. But I was like, whatever. Let's see, the music, the instruments, and the music composition was made that great. Music, I have no idea what the fuck kind of music is going on today. I mean, me neither. I am a very much an old school head. You know what I'm saying? I can get my life, okay, to songs from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s too. Like I love me good to be the Franklin. You know what I'm saying? I love old school music because it's a different vibe. Okay. Yes. And the wardrobe change. Okay. From, they was out here just grooving. Okay. Grooving. And I'm like, did they change clothes? I thought I was tripping. I'm like, I think they changed clothes. Am I going crazy? And he was like, no, like they did. Yes, they completely came and had a whole wardrobe change, which we know had to be planned, which is fine that they thought about that. But I'm looking like, no, we could have just finished it out and and been done. But again, they are showmen. Okay, they are showing their music. They're showing how they do things or whatever, and also showing they're not just old heads. Uh, yeah, Ron was singing to someone. Okay, he definitely made me feel some kind of way, and I was like, okay, friend, can you grow your beard to be gray? Can you do that for me real quick? You know what I'm saying? He definitely made, oh, okay, it's like really, really cute. We like it all up and through, whatever. Well, fuck you, bitch. Okay, you know, people kill me. You know, so you, well, they love it. Okay, anyway, I'm leave that because I'm pretty sure that'll be taken away because that person can, suck a fat dick. Because we don't have time for the book. We do not have time for the haters. Okay, they be everywhere. Anyway, back to the show of it all. Okay, back to the show of it all. And Zion Gabrielle suck a fat dick. It's not nice. I'm just gonna be nice. But again, after some, but I can still get it anyway. So back to the show. Who else? Well, D Nice did great. I loved how when they let him play like songs back to back to back, he played them, mixed them on in, and had a good time. Even the last 4 songs they played, he let it play for just enough time for us to feel it and then let it ride. They usually have, 2 different DJs from each artist. I like how this time they had one DJ playing both artists' music. To me, that seems more fair, but it also lets you know how they pick all the songs beforehand and then keep going from that. Be blocked, right? Be blocked and blessed. Y'all know sometimes I let it's fine. Trust me, I don't care. It has never stopped anything. But move on past that. His wife was in the group that made the song Ice Cream. Oh, I didn't know that. But again, I liked D Nice being the DJ. Even the last verses we had who was the last verses with? And they had the one DJ who had was it Raekwon in them? It was no who was before Raekwon and Ghostface. I love that DJ. Yeah, D'Angelo. What was the one with D'Angelo? They are getting better with the DJs they have, and not allowing it to be 2 separate DJs playing 2 different sets of this foolishness or whatever. But again, I liked it all. But overall, this 4-hour long Verzuz, I feel as if they played amazing music, even songs I did not realize. Like, look. I did not realize or remember that the Isleys were the ones who did Shout. Didn't remember that because I'm not that old, but again, I love it still. Yes, it was a very much old school vibe, and then they kind of transitioned to the Isleys' new music, you know what I'm saying? Because once the Isleys kind of got with, that man was in jail, their music kind of got reinvented to a different group of people. You know what I'm saying? Because the younger folk and whatnot. And so there are people who, like myself, who love Between the Sheets, but also loves Contagious. I'm saying, now I realized they didn't play any of the real mixes between Ron and Roberts. Okay, that man who's in jail. But again, it was still amazing to see the transition from their music from back in the day to how they seemingly have consistently been in music. Yeah, Ernie was playing the guitar. I was like, he okay, he had a really, 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 really good time with it. The ending of him playing it, with his teeth behind his back. I guess that proof he's not, he hasn't lost it. But again, but even with Earth, Wind, and Fire, Verdine, honey, with that sew-in hair, flipping it and whatnot, and them pearls, honey, I was like, okay. To me, they gave a better show than I feel as if they, at one point, a song came on, they just got up. I'm like, they're a group. They got up like a group from the beats my ass on site. But again, they were coordinated with their stuff. I think they realized, okay, we can't just sit where we have to get up and have a good time and perform. And once they got into a groove of performing and got to a groove of having a good time, that's when it got better. That's when it got like, okay, I'm having a good time, song. Again, that first hour or so was like, what y'all doing? And I think it was because Steve kept talking. And in between each song, Steve had a story about something he did growing up to these songs. And I'm like, that ain't what Verzuz is. And even Steve trying to explain, well, they have, all these songs. We can't just cut down. But like, Steve, we know how Verzuz work. We know Verzuz is, not all the songs. We know that. You may not, we do. I did see Tyrese in the comment section. However, I tried to ignore fools in comment sections because they just want attention. But I did see him talking, and someone was like, boy, just shut up. Talking about how him and TDT could not get a second album. I'm like, we don't care. This is not about you or them. This is about Ronald Isley and Ernie, MC, and Irvin. This is about who it is about. Okay, this is what it was for. But again, I do feel as if a good time was had by all. They were dragging Steve in the comments, and he saw the comments because after the break, he came out and then said, I don't care about what y'all saying in the comments, but you do because you said something. He was the first host, and when I first seen it, I was like, why is Steve hosting? And friends said, well, it kind of makes sense. I'm like, I guess they do and whatnot. But at the same time, I felt like you don't need a host for a verse because again, it's about the music. I don't know if it's because, the Ivies and Urban Fire were older, or if they thought it'd be great to hear a conversation with old heads. But I felt like Steve took over too much. You know what I'm saying? He made it too much about him and what he went through, and I didn't like that. I don't care for them to have hosts each time. I don't think Verzuz need hosts each time. I believe the next Verzuz is with, it was not the Escape one, it may be the one with with SWV and Escape. Let's see, because today was Arizona. So the next one is actually Redman and Method Man on April 20th. Which is record, no, it's 420. I will not be hyped at it at all. I don't smoke weed. But again, that is going to be that's a Tuesday. So again, y'all know I'm live after each and every Verzuz. I tried to be. I've only missed 2. I missed Raekwon and Ghostface Killah, and then I missed Beanie Man and who I can't remember right now. And I always forget what it is. But again, I try my best to be live after all of them. But I don't want hosts at all. If you're going to host, if you want to announce a song, cool. If you want to kind of, bullshit in between a little intermission, cool. But I don't need anyone sitting there interviewing each person. I want each person to be able to talk with each other. I wasn't surprised he was hosting. I think listening to his radio show, he would always hear him talk about his deep love for them. And that's fine. Right, Bounty Killer. That's what it was with him and Beanie Man. But I don't know many of their songs. For Method Man, I know, the woman him and MJB. I know some of their songs, but I'm not going to be like so hyped for it. But I feel like when that happens, they be really good. That kind of be the weird part. So you feel as if, okay, I won't be that good, but it really will be that good, but I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, I hope y'all have done what? Like the video. Okay, I hope y'all have got all your thoughts. Again, it was a 4-hour Verzuz. I have been sitting here for at least 2 hours in this hat because I forgot to put it on earlier. But again, I had a good time. It was a really, 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 really good time. I will for sure have, I already added that as a playlist. And we want to be sure to give our legends their flowers while they are here. We know that DMX is currently in the hospital. He has already done his verse. But again, we want to acknowledge people who have gave us great hits and music and feelings over the years. And I feel as if we may not have even realized that before today with this verse. Because again, I'm like, damn, I love a lot of these songs. Okay. Was your hat a nod to Brian Isley? No, it wasn't a nod to my outfit. As it was. But I kept, my live was set for 10:45. I kept having to push it back and back and back and back and back because I did not want to interrupt the live. But again, I'm like, it's midnight. I'm tired. I got to do it. So again, We want to just acknowledge how great it was, minus these bullshit, minus even Steve changed clothes. Even Steve had a outfit change in between. I'm like, you the damn host. What is going up with here? Okay, don't do that. Yeah, this is this is like to the 70s. I feel like, when we are doing these lives and doing these verses or whatever, we at home. So I always want to feel as if, okay, what is the feeling I want to listen to this? And I felt like, Earth, Wind, and Fire around Isley Brothers, it makes me feel like I was in the 70s, sitting around the house, incense burning, windows open, fresh breeze coming through, little weed, me and smoking little joints and whatnot, a little drink, okay, little drink, but you know what I'm saying? And breezy, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I gave today. That was my little brown lipstick or whatever. You want to be, cute but comfortable. Okay, so that's what it was. But yeah, we had great music. Okay, with great artists, and again, Ronald Isley with that beard. You know what I'm saying? Grow a beard for me. No, a gray one. Okay, he's embracing his zaddiness of it all. Okay, really, really good. I agree about Steve, but I do know that he's fantastic. He's the fanatic of the group. But let's focus on the group. We lost many icons. Yes, I agree with that. And I think that's what Verzuz may be trying to do. So many people try to suggest these newer artists and looking like, no, we have so many seasoned, amazing artists who can do a Verzuz. Okay. I don't mind Redman. I appreciated it being SWV and Escape. I want people who have, these songs that remind you of your childhood, or even when you were growing up, or just even as a teenager, or whatever. That's what I like. That's why I had a good time tonight. But yeah, so again, I'm going to end it here, y'all, because I'm tired. I may try to do Housewives tonight. I'm not sure. But this was an amazing Verzuz. Amazing Verzuz. I will see y'all again. I'm going to be live tomorrow for Housewives and Read the Best. I'm going to be live Tuesday for a gossip chat. I'll be live after But the Man in Redman on April 20th. And of course, every Thursday, we'll be live for the Ladies First panel. This Thursday is on my channel, whatever. So again, come back, have a good time. I may wear a different hat that day, we shall see. But get some sleep. And y'all know my rule. Y'all know my rule. I say every time I end my live, do not send your cooch via text. If you want it, you'll come get it. Okay? Other than that, I have to go. I love you all. Have a great night. Have a great Monday. A great week. Okay? Have fun. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Peace.